Anderson to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, and the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Hold on, let's see what the challenge is. Oh, that's...
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete as well. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
On the return is Williams. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now it's Connor. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Now Smith.
On 2nd and 7.
And when this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 23.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win when the defense is coming.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down right.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the
throwing on 2nd down. Breeze. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. With 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Breeze. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the delay, this is Murray. And a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Stop made there by Julius Peppers. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
And 9.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 39.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Breeze now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Breeze on third down. And he finds Cook. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, 36 yards. And the Saints have moved out in front.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
On the return, Williams. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Mario Davis.
On 2nd and 9, Smith.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
First down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
First down.
A well-executed and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space.
Hold on, guys. Hey guys, sorry about that. I know nobody gave it to me
As well.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21.
Getting set to go again here, the Saints and Drew Brees march out there again on offense. We come to the stadium. We hope to have the chance to witness something great. Here they've got an opportunity in a game-winning run.
And just reduce the magnitude of it. Just break it down. Make it simple. Fun, pitch and catch, all the easy stuff. And as the drive goes on, I think that nervousness will go away and give him a chance to make all the big throws necessary to get it done.
Oh, no, it's not going away, I don't think, up here. Latavius Murray, 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, 76 yards. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Smith's pass.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
26 yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
Alan Lazard, 64 yards. And the Raiders have retaken the lead.
Conversion.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Kamara now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23.
So Brees and the Saints down by a field goal. A minute 50 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Shotgun now for Brees. Looking outside, and he's got a man. It's Murray. That catch good for only a couple. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now.
And
He can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Brees to throw. Two huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Now Brees. it's a first down on a gain of 10. That'll be complete to Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. To throw is Breeze. And Cook has it left side.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Back to throw, Breeze. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run, it's Kamara. Rushing off defenders. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net. But they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives...
To kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Kamara now to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Smith catches left side. And he is going to have a Saints first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Breeze. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. But it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Breeze to throw again. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Breeze's throw on target to Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Raiders.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. On the ground, Kamara. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Okay, so you won't be going undefeated against this challenge, but hey, the good news, losses don't count against you, so give it another shot.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Kamara now to return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. He looked like one of those guys.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Williams to return. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
1-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The drive will start with Connor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Demario Davis there on the stop.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smith. Got a man over the middle. it's Williams.
Pass.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup. Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3.
Here's Smith.
Vegas, first down.
That's caught by Howard. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown.
James Conner. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders have moved out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see, finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Breeze. And the Raiders have got him.
Drew Brees sacked.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter play. This is taken at about the 14. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll run here with Conner. And some room to run now. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Marcus Hunt able to take him down, able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover. That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Makes the score Raiders 24. Saints.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, and that won't beat us.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to put it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And complete right side to Cook. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up. And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before this worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Now Connor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
No gain.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as he should be able to put him back deep here with his first punt. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Taking you the rest of the way. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Colton Anderson to kick off.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Demir Bird returning it. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Demir Bird on the return. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 33.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Tony Michel. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The sack by Julius Peppers. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
LT to begin the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Las Vegas.
They run with LT. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
On the carry.
The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Connor. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Flush to his right. He can run. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to...
A big seed,
If you were me, you do this too.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Bird now ready to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard.
Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
17.
Now Newton on 1st down. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton connects with Sanu right side. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. But when he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Again, it's Michelle. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Taken down.
Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
No gain on the play.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. They snap it to Newton. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
A gain of 4.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 19-yard line.
Again, it's Connor. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off of play action. Here's Smith rolling to his right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Well, simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. On 1st and 10 is Connor. Down to the 25.
Connor on the carry.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, a run with Connor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
17.
Try that again.
Hey folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Bird now ready to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Jameer Bird on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to see.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khari Willis. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That was Ronnie Lott on the safety blitz as he gets the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Bird now ready to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 9.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you...
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. James Conner, 51 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Anderson on for the extra point.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Bird now ready to return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And that will be incomplete.
This pass intended for N'Keal Harry. Incomplete.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Hill on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
49-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, it's Conner. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. Steps away. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility.
4 yards on the pickup.
They'll stay on the ground with Conner again. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
22-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it with Conner. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing again on second down. Newton on the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
20.
Now it's Newton. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, here's Newton. Throw left side complete. That's White. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
3rd down and 16.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Newton's pass intended for...
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 20.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep hitting.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Okay, there we go. Now I'm happy.
Hey, everybody, welcome. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
What a tug of war this game has been. A tie at the half. I remember when I was playing, my coaches always talked about the first 5 minutes of each half. That's where you can gain the momentum and seize an opportunity. We've got one team in position to do that right now.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 60 yards. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
A nice little juke. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30. And he'll throw right away. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Complete on the jump ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Sorry about that, guys. Had to go my dog Jada.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Julius Peppers in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards, a 1st down.
16 yards. 1st down, Kansas City.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. That's caught by Howard. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Eluding the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Connor going to try and run it. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
I know the natural instinct is to kick the extra point there and tie the game. But here in this spot, at this point of the game, is there another coach maybe weighing in with what to do here?
Well, I think that analytics are starting to say, with it being from the 2, that you're going for 2 more often. That makes sense. But there, I still like going for 1, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's my first instinct. But I'm understanding how the game is starting to change. And we're getting a number of these quarterbacks who are telling their coaches, we should go for 2 all the time. I want to see if we ever get a team that actually starts to do that.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He's brought down at the 30.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Alex Highsmith. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steeler 1st down on a pickup of 11 yards. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Steelers.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Connor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to... And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And he knocks it through. So the drive there took 6 plays. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Williams now on the return.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 26 yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Well, you came up short in this one, but no worries.
Anderson to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
He'll get this to Connor underneath.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 36 yards. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put the scores together and really bunch them up when we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over.
They start with a give to Connor. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A big play there for KC. 44 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Number 20.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Tomlinson. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches?
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And I guess that's where you turn on 4th and goal to your muscle back there. Hand him the football. He does the dirty work.
I think you're asking a lot of your defense there, right? You're having to make the stand, have to prepare for just about any type of play to be called, and then here comes the power right at you. On that play, the big man got into the end zone.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Ryan Switzer on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. On the counter, it's Connor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now left side on the swing pass. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Roethlisberger throwing complete to McDonald. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now
here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's 2nd and 8.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Vince Williams gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
You got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 30.
This is my low,
The ball
baby.
comes loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And 4.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
They run the counter. It's Connor, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
For the Steelers.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Connor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll look to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. To throw is Mahomes. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They run with Connor. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line.
2nd and 7. At the
This is caught. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now another timeout called for by the offense
as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
At the 2-yard line.
So everything rests on the left foot of the great Morton Anderson. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Their own 24-yard line.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now, you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
So, uh, 2:30. So, the reason why I'm playing has pretty much because I only play with 4 teams on my own team. So, I'm not gonna keep doing that. I do that one, and then I get off here.
Hello, and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Jakeem Grant now to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Dolphins now as they're set to go on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Oh, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So now the Chiefs go on offense in a great starting spot. Bringing them out as the 1983 Rookie of the Year, the 84 MVP, under center Dan Marino.
And how about his time with the Dolphins? The quickest player to throw 200 touchdown passes in NFL history, taking just 89 games, a mark that still stands. I think he's prouder of the fact that they won 147 regular season games, which ranks 5th all time.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Marino. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
By the Dolphins.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pick up there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Here's the first carry for Matt Breida. It's a...
I'm done, guys. Okay. See ya.